Something strange has been happening in physical therapy over the last few years. The best therapists aren't getting promoted, they aren't opening clinics, they're quietly disappearing. After talking to thousands of PTs, I think I finally understand why the best ones are leaving the outpatient clinic. And there are 5 common reasons they're exiting. In this video, I'm going to go into those reasons and also offer alternative options if you're feeling frustrated working in an outpatient clinic. Now, the first reason is obvious: pay. Over the last 20 years, outpatient PT salaries have only increased a measly 2.8% per year. They are earning 20% less than if the setting had simply kept up with inflation, meaning the average outpatient PT should be earning about $26,000 more than they are, but they're not. And with the rising cost of living and certainly PT school tuition and loans, PTs simply need to be making more money just to survive. Meanwhile, at the same time, clinics have been steadily increasing productivity, with many therapists treating between 16 and 30 patients a day, which leads to the second reason smart PTs are leaving the clinic, which is the feeling of burnout and lack of self-worth. The high-volume PT mill clinics are more prevalent than ever before, and look, it's really not even the owner's fault. With what the reimbursement for many CPT codes like therapeutic exercise paying significantly less than it did 2 decades ago, not even factoring in inflation, they're simply doing what they need to do to keep the lights on, which means double, triple, even quadruple booking PT schedules. And when you walk into your office and you check your calendar in the morning and it looks like this, it's no wonder that they're feeling burnt out. Burnt out because of the sheer volume of care they have to provide, but also because of the loss of feeling of self-worth and of helping people. Because there's no way you can be treating 20 patients a day, look yourself in the mirror, and truly believe you gave each patient the best possible treatment. And it's not your fault, it's just not possible, and the smart PTs know that. And when you went to PT school to help people and to make a difference, at some point it gets difficult to continue walking into that office knowing that you're not living up to the version of you that committed to becoming a PT. Now, this leads to the third reason, which is we got into PT school to help people. But over the last 20 years, the insurance system has completely changed, and certainly not for the better. And the job, which used to be primarily treating patients, has become more centered around fighting insurance for authorization and proving to a system that benefits from not providing treatment to provide treatment. And that is not why we went to PT school. The fourth reason I think started with COVID and has only increased since then, which is people really value their time and their freedom to control it. Now more than ever, they want flexibility. They want to be able to go on vacations with their family, run errands in the middle of the day, go to appointments without using PTO, pick up their kids from school, be home early enough to grocery shop and cook a dinner versus spending money on cold Uber Eats. And the model just doesn't fit it. The schedule is rigid, and PTs no longer want their lives to be. So they're looking for alternative options that they can schedule into their life instead of scheduling their life around work. And the fifth reason is probably the most personal reason, which is why I left outpatient in 2013. I watched my PT manager, who had 10 years more experience than me, open her Christmas bonus envelope and start crying because the amount was so insulting. I knew in that moment that if I stayed there, I would become her. And I knew that's not how I wanted my story to end. And the smart PTs know outpatient is no path to financial freedom and building wealth. In fact, most PTs pray to get a 3% raise that doesn't even keep up with inflation. So if you want to have a family and own a house and just generally have a future where you don't live paycheck to paycheck, outpatient no longer has a place for you. So those are the 5 reasons smart PTs tell me they're leaving outpatient, but where are they going? Sadly, some are leaving the profession completely. Some have said they're trying to get another degree, which to me is unfathomable after already spending so much in student debt. Others tell me they're going to become a real estate agent, which honestly kind of breaks my heart after they put so much time, money, and effort into becoming a DPT. And others are fleeing for different settings like skilled nursing facilities that pay more, hospitals which have better benefits, or what I personally did, which was home health. For me, it filled a lot of these exact holes that I too felt. I was underpaid, I had no control over my schedule, I was burnt out, and I didn't think I was really helping my patients to the highest level, since I was literally treating 5 patients at a time. And the worst to me was knowing I had no chance of reaching financial freedom if I stayed an outpatient. I did 1 home health visit and I put in my 2-week notice at outpatient the next day. I made over $100,000 my first year as a solo home health PT, but what was really exciting to me was the ability to create a home health therapy company, which I did the next year. That company eventually collected over $13 million, contracted over 300 home health agencies, and I gave over 650 therapists high-paying opportunities where they controlled their schedule and made significantly more money than they would in outpatient, which really felt rewarding. Now, I eventually sold that company, and over the last few years, I've been helping other PTs leave burnt out outpatient jobs to get into home health and create home health therapy companies so that they also can reach financial freedom. Like my client Yusuf, who left outpatient, he got into home health and he started a home health therapy company that's making over $12,000 a month. He was able to do this while having 2 newborn babies. Now, he recently started hiring other therapists so he could continue to increase his income, but also get back more time to spend with his family and create the life that he really wants to have. So if you're one of the smart PTs who's ready to make the move out of outpatient and wants to increase your income, your time, and your feeling of self-worth, I have a link in the description of this video to book a free one-on-one strategy session. We'll go over where you're at, where you want to be, and if I can help, what it would look like to work together. And if you liked this video, please hit the like button and subscribe so you see my future videos.